Hello, hello. What's going on? I guess I wanted to have a conversation, discussion, I guess. Um, you know what do people think, about, you know, lights on their pistols? I mean, it's pretty obviously you can tell, how I feel about it. I mean, to me, I feel like it's a necessity, It's a you know, it's important to me, it's a necessity, like this gun over here. I mean, honestly, truthfully, the only reason why this thing even has a light on it is because it just looks cool. And that seems to be of the half of the reason why people put, lights on their guns, because it just looks fucking cool, right? you know uh this thing over here, honestly, it's on there because it looks cool. Again, this one over here, actually, I guess this would be one of my guns that I would go to, if the shit hit the fan, right? This would be something I would use. This one over here is just, if you're gonna have an FN-45 tactical, it better be fully dressed. There's no other fucking way, of there's no other way to do this gun. Like, you have to. I mean, they should make it, a part of your purchase. Like, sign here saying that you're gonna fully deck this son bitch out, because that's the way it's supposed to be. But this to me is a I mean, this for a while, yeah, this was my gun on my nightstand, at night, put this on there, it's got the red dot, it's got the light, I want to be able to see, you know everything. This gun over here, it's one of my, it wasn't every day for a minute. Not anymore. I usually carry my Glock, but this is a gun that I would grab and carry. So of course, if I'm gonna carry, it's gonna have a light. This was also another gun that I carried. Sometimes that I don't carry. Excuse me, that I don't carry anymore because it's a SIG and I appendix carry. Like I've explained before, I'm not playing that lottery. You know. Anyway, uh, over here as well, it's got a light on it because I carried this gun, for a little while, but for some reason I can't let the 19 go. I don't have it in this video, but my 19 also has a light. My 19 is all actually has an enforced light like this one with a Trijicon. But um but yeah, most likely if I'm gonna carry this gun, if I'm gonna carry any gun, it's gonna have a light on it, because I feel like it's important. Some people are like, well, you're never gonna use it. Why have it on your gun? I mean, for the same reason your homeowner's insurance. I mean, it's like, I mean, it happens, right? But I mean, the chances of your house just fucking burning down, is it's not very likely, unless you're doing something stupid. But that's what your insurance is for. And I guess my lights are some form of insurance to me, that and yeah, I'm one of those people that's, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And some people are like, you're never gonna use it, so therefore you should never have it on your gun. Uh, I don't know. Some people just don't find the scenario realistic, like, waking up in the middle of the night, walking into your pitch black, dark kitchen or hallway or whatever. Some people argue that, they keep a little night light on, and it's plenty of light to illuminate, the area. I don't know how huge these night lights are, fucking goddamn 60 watt fucking night light, but um there's always going to be a dark dead spot, no matter what kind of lights around, so I don't understand those people that feel that way either, and it's like, you should never point your gun at something you're not willing to destroy. Well, I need to find out, you know what it is, you know, I can't just reach for my fucking for my pocket light, you know, find a threat now. Okay, that's not supposed to be here. Let me grab my gun. It's like they kind of just go together. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and if you're in my house or around my yard and you've got a light pointed at you that's also attached to a pistol, well, that's kind of your fault, isn't it? I mean, you know, I'm not running around, in pitch black dark places that aren't my home, you know, or outside of my home to where I could be like, oops, sorry, you know what I mean? No, it's the other person that should be, oops, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be here, you know? So what does it matter? You know, it's these lights are for, you know, uh, for example, you know, I pull up in my driveway, you know, from the corner of my front of my house, you know, all the way to the back corner of my house is probably a good 35-ish feet, you know. So from that corner all the way to the back, I can't see the privacy fence where it begins, you know. It's somewhere in the dark back there, right? You know. So what if a noise or a rattling on the privacy fence caught my attention, you know, I'm gonna go check it out with my gun that also has a light attached to it. You know, if you got flashed with the muzzle of a 9mm or 45 or whatever one of these guns is, you know, it's kind of your fault. And then the cops get there and it's like, well, he pointed a gun at me. Well, where were you? I was climbing his back fence. Well, put your hands behind your back. So, I mean, what does it matter? You know, it's not like I'm walking into someone else's house, you know, flashing a gun with my light. You know, that's not my business, you know. But I mean, in scenarios, you know, that I feel like that I might come across, I'm gonna need a light, you know. I mean, just that simple. I mean, a lot of people argue the fact that, you know, you're never gonna need one. Why carry it? Well, I mean, police officers will have a 20-year career, never use their gun. Does that mean they shouldn't have a gun? Well, no, they should, because what if? Well, that's why I have a light, because what if, you know? I mean, that's just it. There's no other way to put it. It's just what if. It's not what if I'm not gonna need it. It's what if I do. I rather that's what I'm worried about. But yes, I've seen a lot of people talking about, you know, they're useless, but to me they're not. It's important. But what are your thoughts? Peace.